Dramatic footage shows the moment a drug lord and his sidekick were arrested as they attempted to flee Nottinghamshire in a taxi. Andrew Fitzgerald was detained on the A617 near Newark, along with his trusted right-hand man, Sean Richardson, in July 2024. Both men were attempting to flee the county after Nottinghamshire police uncovered a significant drugs conspiracy that saw them flood communities with crack cocaine and heroin. As the net closed in, another member of the drugs cartel tried to dispose of 2 drug phones by dropping into tins of paint, but police were quick to discover them and recover vital evidence. 15 people have been sentenced for their part in the illicit enterprise, in which the organised crime group used 5 distinctive mobile phone lines to advertise, take orders of and sell Class A drugs in the Kirby, Sutton, Eastwood areas of Nottinghamshire, as well as Skegness and Lincolnshire. Nottingham Crown Court head Corey Graham, Andrew Cox and Nathan Sharp controlled the drug lines on behalf of the drug kingpin Fitzgerald and his lieutenants, and that hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of crack cocaine and heroin were sold by the group between January 2023 and July 2024. Through detailed investigation, detectives discovered and seized further quantities of the Class A drugs if sold on the streets. These drugs alone, which had a snapshot of the conspiracy, would have netted the drugs gang an estimated £125,000. In addition to the drug seizures, more than £40,000 in cash plus high-value jewellery items were seized, indicating the proceeds of the organised crime group's drug dealing enterprise. Various weapons, including an air pistol, knives and a crossbow with arrows, were also discovered by officers executing warrants as part of the investigation. The conspiracy began to unravel when police seized a mobile phone from one of the group's suppliers, Tyrone Shand, that identified the bulk purchasing of Class A drugs. Voice notes between Shand and Miller identified Miller sourcing bulk quantities of cocaine and heroin from Shand. Detectives identified that the organised crime group were involved in the supply of large volumes of drugs from designated stash houses located in Bulwell and Bestwood, and used this information to piece together the criminal gang. These properties were used to store large quantities of Class A drugs, weapons and cash. From here, they delivered the commodities to customers in Nottinghamshire and Skegness. Multiple warrants were executed at residential properties, and detectives were able to seize a plethora of mobile phones containing damning evidence. Other defendants were also convicted after being forensically linked to evidence seized during the investigation. 2 investigations, codenamed Operation Ravenclaw and Operation Drawbridge, led to 15 defendants being sentenced at Nottingham Crown Court on Wednesday the 14th of January. In his sentencing remarks, Judge Stuart Rafferty, KC, said there could be no doubt this was a Category 1 conspiracy, and that he was satisfied that at least 15 kg of the Class A drugs, perhaps even 20 kg, were trafficked by this group. He said the group had shown an utter disregard to the misery and risk of life the conspiracy gave rise to, adding, "It is clear that the enterprise operated daily and was busy for much of the day. There is evidence to suggest this was a 24-hour-a-day operation. Without a shadow of a doubt, it would have continued to run had it not been dismantled by the police." The sentences included immediate prison terms totaling more than 70 years. These defendants were jailed in addition to Fitzgerald and Richardson also. Please like this video, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.